The crypto gaming is dead narrative is honestly just lazy at this point. Today I want to show you some of the games that are still out there. They're actually making money for the devs, not just for the people in terms of play to earn. We're gonna go over all of that in today's episode of the Mindblow Show. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to drop a like. It's the best way to support the show. And this camera is very heavy. I'm gonna have to put it down. Let's get the show on the road. So this started the other day when I was browsing Twitter and I came across this post. The Web3 gaming is dead, narrative is lazy. Then he went on to talk about some of the games that are actually trying. We're gonna go over this entire list, and I added one more on top of this that's my personal favorite. And we're starting with Axie Infinity, which launched its second playtest with a product people are actually enjoying. Instead of chasing Telegram and airdrop metas, they're actually staying focused on the MMORPG, and it's paying off. Of course, he's talking about Atia's Legacy, Axie Infinity's MMORPG. If you sign up right now for the playtest, you will get accepted. The playtest does have some leaderboard and earning elements, but for the most part, this is just about the community testing everything, seeing how they like it, how they respond to stuff, changing things that need to be changed. But so far, the reception has been incredibly well. I guess people are enjoying this. They're enjoying playing with their Axies and using them inside of the game and using these little creatures to battle in MMORPG fashion, in MMORPG style. Farming as well, of course, you can't go wrong with farming in any video game, especially in crypto games. You gotta have some farming and some fishing, man, you know, that's just how it is. So one thing about this entire list I want to make very clear is this is a lot of games. We're gonna go through all of it, so therefore I'm not gonna waste too much time on each individual game. I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. If you like any of this, I'm gonna leave the links in the description, so you just check the description and see which one of the games you want to try, you want to test, which ones you're enjoying. You can also join our Telegram group, the Mindblow group, where I post news and updates and all that kind of nice stuff. Moving on, Play Cambria is starting to tease the next game mode, Dungeons playtest, a risk-to-earn mode with similar vibes to On-Chain Heroes' Maze of Gains. I am not familiar with the Maze of Gains, but we are very familiar with the risk-to-earn mode. Now, Cambria is seen as one of the best MMORPGs in crypto gaming. If you see this as a regular gamer who is never been into crypto, you would think the first one, the Axie, is like a bit weird looking, you know, what are these creatures? If you haven't been into crypto gaming for a while, like all of us have, then these Axies mean nothing to you, but the Axies for us represent something amazing, the first ever crypto game to make it. Now, Cambria is a very profitable game for a lot of people. A lot of people have made a lot of money with playing Cambria. Now, for the risk-to-earn model, they haven't really pioneered it, but they have been one of the first like mega hits with the risk-to-earn model, where you have to put in your own money, and then if you play well, you will get more than what you have put in. If you play bad or don't play enough, you will get less than what you have put inside of the game. Now, that's totally fine because you will get fun and satisfaction out of it. You know how many times we pay 60 euros for a regular Web 2 game and then we just don't even enjoy it and it's too late to ask for a refund. So yeah, there's a lot of that going around in regular gaming. This being a crypto game, you're gonna get a portion back. If you play well, you will get more than what you have put in. Now that's as far as the economy is concerned, but as far as the gameplay is concerned, it's not my personal cup of tea. I didn't enjoy playing this game. I don't enjoy any of the games that are sort of top-down perspective, pixelated. That's just personal preferences, nothing to do with whether the game is good or not, because a lot of people that I actually trust that are lifelong gamers have had a lot of fun with the game, and that's enough for me to be able to recommend it. Because, you know, there's a lot of people, and a lot of people have a lot of tastes. Totally fine. Moving on-Chain Heroes continues to deliver great player-funded weekly prize pools, constant upgrades to the risk-to-earn ecosystem. Now, this is the Maze of Gains that he was talking about earlier, so we're gonna check out what that looks like. Of course, On-Chain Heroes, another game that's top-down perspective, sort of 2D/3D/pixelated, but it is profitable for a lot of people. They have the risk-to-earn model down, and they are working on it. They have an active community, an active fan base. That's one thing that you'll notice with a lot of these games on this list. They have, for the most part, created their own communities and a sort of cult following, even like Axie.
But yeah, that is On-Chain Heroes in short. There isn't much I can say about it that I haven't already said, where you have the weekly prize pools, where you have the risk to earn, and then it looks very similar to Cambria and the next game we're going to talk about, which is Gigaverse, which is building quietly, 500,000 on YouTube, a giggling race is starting soon, and likely an open world on the way. Now, don't worry, we will get to pretty looking games in a moment. For now, we're just going through the top-down perspective 2D kind of games. Now, this threw me off right here. We're watching a video from Scoriox, a good friend of mine. He makes great videos about crypto gaming, but sometimes gaming in general also. I was just going to see some portion of the gameplay, so Scoriox, yeah, spare me the comparison to League of Legends and all that. Just see some good old-fashioned gameplay. So again, if you're a fan of this type of stuff and you want to try to earn a little bit with the game, you could absolutely do it with any of the 3 games listed so far, even with Atia's Legacy, although it's still in the playtest, but they do have prize pools. So from the past 3 games, Gigaverse may be the one that I would personally pick if we're just looking fun-wise, but if we're looking investment-wise, most likely it'd have to be Cambria. But that's as far as the 2D top-down perspective kind of games are concerned, 2D/3D, because Axie is 3D. We have SuperTrip 64 next. They keep building aggressively with just 2 developers, and they're making the game better every single day. This is unlike what you would expect from a regular crypto game. Now, this is a gameplay from a live stream, so I'm going to close the chat right here and go towards the gameplay section part of the video so you can see what it actually looks like. It's a shooter. Playing in first person. It's very fast paced. If you are a little bit of an older gamer, you may have played Quake back in the day. It's kind of what it reminds me of, or I guess if you're a little bit younger, Team Fortress, or I guess if you're even younger, think about it as like Fortnite in 2 times fast forward, but in first person. I don't know. You can see the gameplay. I don't need to over-explain things, but besides the point, this kind of fast-paced gameplay with fast respawns, fast eliminations is a lot of fun. Can be a lot of fun. It can get frustrating at times, but definitely can be a lot of fun. So with just 2 devs, they're working on this. It's a crypto game, and much like Counter-Strike and some of the other first-person games in regular gaming, they are selling cosmetics. In this case, the cosmetics are NFTs, and you can see directly on-chain how much they're selling for, how much they're worth, and all that fun stuff. We have this knife, currently selling for 0.12 Ethereum or $280, as well as a bunch of other items that are selling. Next one on the list is Moku HQ. Moku is wrapping up Season 1 with $1.3 million in rewards. Ridiculous. If they're sustaining that, revenue is clearly there now. Yes, this is Gamba, so that's why revenue is there. We have another video by Scoriox. It looks like he covers everything these days. So yes, play to earn potential, Moki's ecosystem. This looks very cool, like a PowerPoint presentation, Scoriox. I love what you did here. So obviously in his video, he goes over all the details. I'll try to leave Scoriox's videos in the description, both for Gigaverse and this one for Moku, because he really does go in depth into everything. But the gist of it is you buy boxes, you open card packs, and you may get less than what you paid for, you may get more than what you paid for. And of course, there's the Grand Arena. In the Grand Arena, you can fight with your Mokis. Well, fight. They all have different attributes. Some are better than others, sort of like Pokemon. So basically, as you can see from Scoriox's gameplay here, no, it's his face again, hold on. So as you can see, hold on. Yeah, so basically you have to spend quite a bit on the NFTs in order to participate in some of the higher ups in the Grand Arena and try to earn. Now, there is lots of earning going around since people are spending a lot. Prize pools are big, $1.3 million so far. They're making revenue. This is working. Crypto people love to gamba. Very simple. Wilder World just launched its open world. A big step towards the multiplayer, still one of the most ambitious projects in the space. So Wilder World we have played in our Discord guild. We played it quite a bit. We played the multiplayer section, the PvP sort of first person / third person, depending on how you want to play. Now they have launched the open world, something I'm very excited about personally. It definitely looks like a cyberpunk kind of world, and one of the few crypto games that actually looks like a normal gaming title. I'm just excited, man, for the sheer fact that a game like this uses blockchain technology, that it looks very good. Now, a lot of people have problems, not just with Wilder World, but with many other games who use certain engines and certain assets that they just pay for. Not all that for me is kind of besides the point. If I have fun playing something, that's all I need to know. On top of this, if we can earn and it uses the blockchain tech and I can own my assets in form of NFTs, that's all I'm asking for. It's all I want. All I need. We don't need to have a Ponzi's can be a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but we don't need to have another Ponzi. They're gonna come and go. Ponzi's are an inevitable part of this whole thing that we call crypto gaming. But as I said, I just love the fact that this is an open world game that actually looks very good graphically, that is potentially going to be even a single player experience with a story. That's something I'm very excited about. Whatever you say, you can't deny the fact that it looks good, especially compared to the top-down perspective, pixelated kind of games, which, as you know, is not my cup of tea. I much prefer to play games like this. Optimization right now isn't the best as I tried to play it, and I have a very powerful machine, so optimization is an issue, but that's not an unsolvable issue. There's definitely bigger issues they can work on first. Now, this, of course, is the alpha preview build. Very excited to see what they're gonna come up with at the end of the day, and hopefully it's all gonna work out, man, because we do need this win. A good AAA looking game in crypto, or even an indie game that just on the graphical level of something that regular gaming will come up with. We need a win like this in the industry. That being said, Illuvium keeps shipping despite the pivots. Ronin launched a deathmatch, which is going to be another risk-to-earn game mode in Illuvium on Ronin. So that's big. That's big for Illuvium. And we all know Illuvium, where it came from, what it's been like, where they have failed, where they have done well. One of the things that you can't take away from them is that they could have ran away with the money, but they didn't. They are still trying to fix the issues that the players have. They're still trying to improve and make it better. And so that's commendable. That, like, kudos to you for doing that, for making the comeback, for trying to make the comeback. I'm rooting for Illuvium. As Kieran said, the CEO, so much is being built, all to be released this year. So good on them. I'm looking forward to the Ronin integration with the deathmatch, which is going to be a risk to earn. Hopefully that's gonna work out and all be nice and dandy and cool. Godspeed, Illuvium. What can I say? We'll be following. Star Atlas, still building, still ambitious. As a lot of you know, I absolutely adore Star Atlas. We're gonna play some gameplay that they released on their Twitter. The whole space exploration part of the game is already good. The multiplayer PvP, I'm a big fan of. Now, people have been pointing out it's asset flip. They just using the Unity engine and assets that are already there. Okay, cool. Well, so what? So what? What does that change for me? You know? That's my mindset for all of this. Like, so what? What does that change for me? Absolutely nothing. Am I having fun playing this game? Yeah. That's all I need to know. I don't care how they built it. Now, what I do care about is the economy. That's something we're going to see how it's going to work out once they do all the full releases. But for now, we have the space part, we have the ground part, we have the PvP, we have the PvE, we have the racing, the space shuttle racing, the vehicle with wheels kind of racing. All of that's already in the game. Yeah, as you can see, like if I go back, we don't have the dashboard here. It's all pixelated. Obviously, this game is not fully out, so we can't really judge it in a complete review kind of style. But what I can say is they are working on this. And while a lot of other games are shutting down, they are not shutting down. They're still actively developing. And I'm having fun testing this game from time to time, see what new stuff they have come up with, and just playing a little bit of the PvP. Otherside Meta continues to build, launching new game modes. Now, I'm not sure about Otherside. They have had quite a significant investment in them, and they didn't really build anything too interesting for me. Could be something, could be nothing. I don't know what to think about this one. It was on the list, so I felt like, yeah, I'll include it in the video as well. Well, of course, we'll be following. Otherside is, you know, Bored Apes Yacht Club. It's huge in terms of general IP and how many people even know about this. It's huge in regards to that. But other than that, I don't know, what have they really done that's that significant? You know, with Star Atlas, I'm actually having fun playing it. With Wilder World, the PvP is decent. It can and probably will get a lot better. As far as this concern, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. I don't hate it, but I definitely don't love it either. We'll be following. Next game on the list, Off the Grid, one of my favorite crypto games, and probably the only crypto game that I have. Oh, someone is live right now. All right, let's watch this live stream. I was going to say the only crypto game that I have played for so long. You know, it's genuinely like a regular fun Web 2 game. I played it with Web 2 friends, and it's good fun, man. Honestly, Off the Grid is just good fun. Now, you're extracting these hexes, which are going to turn eventually into NFTs that you can sell. That didn't happen for over a year now, so that's the one thing I'm a bit frustrated with. When am I going to get to sell all the assets? Because that was one of the big selling points of the game. Apart from that, if this was a regular Web 2 game, I would still play it, because the game in of itself is fun. It's good. That's all I need to know at the end of the day. That's all I need to know. As long as they don't rug pull, scam, and all that, it's gonna be great. But putting all this effort into creating this game and the lore and everything around it, and then rug pulling doesn't make too much sense. So I don't think that's gonna be the case. But as far as which crypto games are the most fun to play, this is definitely one of them as far as PvP is concerned. It's great. It's good fun. Can't say it's not. Can't say it's not. I can keep going, but crypto Twitter prefers to focus in shutdowns and failures. Yes, it does. There's been so much news and noise about games shutting down, and they do. Games do shut down. What can you do? What you gonna do about it? Nothing you can do. You can focus on the ones that are actually building, see which ones you like, which ones can make you a bit of money on the side, which ones are actually fun to play. That's all you can do these days. Please note, this isn't a bullish post. Last month's has been very hard for us, but the best founders are still out there building, and we need to respect that. Amen to that. Just wanted to bring a little bit more positivity into this treacherous, disgusting world of crypto gaming that we live in, where people focus on failure, because failure is 90% of what makes something a success anyway. Was that a good quote? I don't know. I'll keep it in the video. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Peace.